Hey, 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 good morning. Good Saturday morning to everybody, or evening, or whatever time it is where you're watching. Uh, White Tiger, thanks for stopping in. I think last night on DJ's channel that you're kicking off some new content starting the beginning of the year. So definitely, guys, sub up White Tiger. Tylex, good morning. How are you? Good to see you in here. Jimmy G, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I was running late to my own show this morning, so um, just I don't know. Woke up late, rainy Saturday morning here in New York. It's supposed to rain all day, be a little cold. So, Remy Q, thanks for stopping in, man. You're up early on a Saturday. Yeah, so I was just kind of scrambling to get ready here this morning, but I gotta grab the link if anybody wants to jump in. I will share the link. I haven't been doing that and I keep forgetting. So let me do that right away. If anybody wants to, jump in, you can. Go take a drink. So, going to do the normal comic book community shout outs. Discovered a few new channels this week. It's so funny. Like it seems like every week I'm finding new channels that have been out there for a while that weren't on my radar. So I think I've mentioned before that Promiscuous Time Traveler, both on Instagram, he's got his YouTube channel. He has a Google Doc that he's keeping, um, that he is stationed morning. Um, Promiscuous Time Traveler. He's got a Google Doc that he's keeping with links to all the channels that want to add their YouTube channel to. So it's a good document, a way to kind of keep the community updated. So definitely check that out. It's on his Instagram. He's got a link tree, and you can find that document. So if you haven't added your channel, or if you know of other channels that you think would be wanted to add to that list, go ahead and do that. But last week I did some shout outs, and there was actually one channel that I missed that was in the description, but I didn't actually make the announcement. So I'm going to start with that channel this week. It's Nav's Comics, and all the links are down below. So you probably have seen Nav. He's in a lot of the chats recently. I think I seen him last night over at DJ's channel on in the mix, the rap battle. So definitely check out his channel. He does a lot of hauls, pickups from the local comic shop, and books that he's purchasing from eBay. So a lot of unboxing and showing of covers and stuff. But just a good channel, and definitely need to support his channel. Like I said, so I forgot to mention him last week. So he is in the description for both weeks. So it's good to just finally mention him and not overlook him. So he thanked me for the shout out last week, and he's like, "But I don't think you mentioned me on the actual live stream." So there it is, Nav. Hopefully you get some new people coming over to your channel. The next one I want to mention is DaCoverCollector. So he again you've probably seen him more recently. The last like 2 or 3 weeks, I've seen him all over the place on a bunch of live streams. So definitely check out his channel. Definitely another good member of the community. And he has been, supporting and in a bunch of, live streams, and supporting a bunch of other channels. So definitely check him out. Then War Machine Punisher, Comics and Collectibles is his full channel name. His link is down below. I think most of us know War Machine. He's fairly new channel. He does some selling and stuff. It was an interesting video he released this week about selling, buying on Mercari, and he's going to be dropping a video about tips on selling on Mercari. So I've never really sold there, so definitely interested to kind of check that out and see what the deal is. deal is with with Macari, because I really just, it's one of the selling platforms that I have not used. Jimmy, you won who's War Machine giveaway? Wasn't sure. I caught that while I was talking, so I wasn't sure what you were referring to, which giveaway. And actually, I didn't mention. I don't have Nick's Kicks and Comics on the list for a shout out, but he did his first Whatnot auction last night. So I definitely jumped in to check it out, because Whatnot is another one of the platforms that I haven't really been too involved. Oh, DaCover. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he's doing giveaways. So yeah, definitely check out his channel. But I was mentioning Nick's Kicks and Comics. He did his first Whatnot auction. He started around, he was on for like 2.5 hours last night, and it looked like it went pretty smooth. He sold a lot of books. I don't know if he got what he was expecting for the books, but he definitely moved. I think he sold about 75 different auctions. So, and he was starting all auctions at $1 and going up from there, whether it was a raw book or a slab. So it's definitely, but the thing about Whatnot is that I guess you only have um, a minute for the auction for people to bid on the auction. So, I mean, he gave away some CGC 9/8 slabs of books for, in the auction for like, $35. So definitely a interesting thing to check out. If I'm going to go look at some of the other channels on Whatnot selling comic books and see. That definitely looks like there's some deals to be had out there. Good morning, Legion. Mark, how are you? So yeah, that I just kind of wanted to mention that I probably watched, if he was on for 2.5 hours, I probably was watching it for about 2 of the hours, and it was definitely interesting to see what comic books was on. Oh, I'm not sure what that means. What's the no sniping? Meaning, right, being able to bid right at the end? Because I did see, like, sometimes, like an eBay auction, right? That last, couple seconds of the auction, sometimes things really jump up. Yeah, I mean, he was on for, like I said, 2.5 hours. He did a giveaway at the end for anybody that purchased a book. He did a slab giveaway at the end, so put everybody's name in the wheel and spun it and gave away a book. So it's definitely, worth checking out. Like I said, that was really my first experience. I've had Whatnot downloaded on my phone for a while, but never really looked at anything there. And so wanted to kind of support Nick. So, oh, okay. Yeah, because that's the one thing that I thought was kind of weird, that it was only a minute. And like I said, I think, there were some deals to be had, some slabs, some really nice slabs, 9/8 slabs that went for, I don't know what the going, FMV is for these books, but just looking at it looked like it was, Nick was giving away some deals. So yeah, I guess it's a learning experience, right? Since it was his first auction. But definitely seemed like a great platform to be able to move books, pretty quickly. Like, I sell on eBay. I have some books listed on eBay, and sometimes these books are listed for months before they get sold. So, and I have books that have been listed for 9 months that have not sold. So the auction, the Whatnot, seems like a very fast way to be able to move some books if that's what you're looking to do. So. Scott, thanks for joining. War Machine, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I think I saw you in Nick's Whatnot auction last night, picking up a bunch of books. Yep, and just was going through some shout outs and mentioned your channel. So thanks for stopping in. Yeah, good morning, guys. I appreciate you guys jumping in on a Saturday morning. I think I've mentioned before that this is kind of a good spot for me before I'm off get busy with stuff around the house and weekend things. So it's kind of a good spot, and definitely want to shout out some channels. So the next channel that I have is Planet Arizona Comics. Now, this is a new channel that I just discovered this week. I think he might be under 50 subs, but looks like he's got a ton of content, a bunch of unboxings and hauls. So definitely another channel that you you should check out. All of the links are down below. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm going to try to use this Saturday morning spot as a shout out and updates on the comic book community awards. And if I'm doing any giveaways, this will probably be the time I'm doing a giveaway. I'm definitely going to be doing a giveaway at my I didn't even see Alex in there. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you? I didn't all of a sudden I'm looking, I see you popped up.
I woke up extra early just to make sure to catch Simple Simon's live stream this morning.
Oh, okay. I missed it. I think it was on at 8, right? About an hour or so ago
I seen it last night, and I seen what time it was going to be here, and I was like, you know what? You're on. I'm going to set an alarm. I'll get up early and watch it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm going to have to catch the replay. I definitely missed it. So, excuse me. Yep. So just running through some of the other shout outs. So just mentioned Planet Arizona Comics. And then I think the last one I have on the list is Eternals Budget Comics. And this was another channel that I discovered, I think, last night or, Thursday or Friday of this week. And he's doing, a bunch of hauls as well. And I think he's another channel that's like under 50 subs. So definitely check out his channels. Or both the channels, Planet Arizona and Eternals Budget Comics. Definitely sub those guys up. So
there's new channels every day. I'm literally subscribing to like 5 channels a day, every day.
Yeah, it's amazing how many. And some, what I'm amazed at was when I find these channels is that, they've been producing content for a while, and they're not. I didn't know about them. So
it's so huge. It is ridiculous how huge this community has gotten. Like when I was here 7 years ago, yeah, we thought it was pretty big. We never thought it'd be this many people.
Yeah, it seems like there's been a lot of new channels that have joined in the last, like 2 years or so. So I didn't realize it. So you had a channel. Did you have a channel years ago?
Yeah, like years ago, I started collecting comics, and I was like, well, how do you do that? And so I just YouTubed it. I was just like, there's got to be somebody telling me how I should be doing this or like what to avoid doing. And I'm assuming paying too much would be one of those things. And so I started watching ETA Nick because he was doing grading stuff, so I could kind of learn how to grade. And then the second video I found was Sleepy Reader 666, Why Comic Books Are Addictive, which that video has like an astounding amount of views because it always pops up anytime somebody types that question in. And then after a while, I started buying books, and I was like, I found videos of people showing what they were getting every week. And so I just started doing it too. And people be like, hey, I'm pulling that too. And and then you were just out there. So,
right.
And yeah. And I kind of wish I would have kept the old channel, but at the same time, I don't know.
So you stopped doing videos for a while and then came back?
Yeah, I quit doing them for about I dropped out for 7 years. I was just doing other things, life.
Right.
Stuff. So I was just like, you know what? I don't have time for this. So I just quit doing it. For a little while, I quit collecting. I still had my collection, but I just quit buying new books.
Good morning, Mark.
Good morning,
Everybody's drinking something
morning.
This morning.
It's this is an East Coast morning thing. We should do this, breakfast from the East Coast comic talk. Or something,
Yeah. It's like I said, it's a good time for me because then I'm usually got stuff to do around the house or errands to run or whatever. So it's like I can do this and then get on with the normal life stuff. So yeah, Mark, you were in Nick's auction last night too, right? You picked up a bunch of
the whole time.
Yeah,
I had to support my boy.
Yeah. No, there was a lot. I saw a lot of a lot of the usual suspects in there.
Yeah, I was in there, and then I had DJ Link's rap battle running on a tablet, and then I had another screen going on my computer working on channel stuff. It was a straining night on the eyes.
Yeah, I think you said at one point in Nick's auction that you were off recording a video, right?
Yeah, and I had it running on my phone. So when you watch the video that dropped today, my phone is sitting right in front of me with Whatnot running while I'm doing it, and I'm half trying to keep a look down on it. Yeah, he did a good job, staying engaged, and no dead air stuff and all that good stuff. I hate that that sniping feature wasn't turned on. I mean, it definitely benefited the buyers, and I don't think he lost money overall over the night at all, but I saw where people were starting to wait till the very end before they started bidding at all.
Right. Oh, so that feature gives you, once you bid, it adds another 10 seconds
Yeah,
to the
that's
timer.
that's the sudden death thing that he mentioned at the beginning. So like if it's down to 3 seconds and someone does a bid, it kicks it back to 10 seconds. And every
I
time it
gotcha.
kicks it back to 10 seconds.
Yeah, because it definitely seemed like people were, like you said, were waiting right to the last couple seconds to get a bid in. So yeah, that's interesting. I didn't realize. Like I haven't really watched, because I'm trying to not go down that rabbit hole of spending so much money over there. So I haven't really been watching much. But when I saw he was doing one, I said, "Oh, let me go check it out and support him."
Same here. I think I've sat in on a couple of Whatnot auctions long enough to leave a comment and be there for a minute just to show some support to people that were doing it. But that was the first time I ever bought anything.
Got Remy. Wow. See,
What's going on, fellas?
You're going on.
You throw that link out there more often. I've been doing this show for like 5 weeks by myself, talking for an hour. My voice was killing me at the end of it, so I gotta get that link out there more often.
I had to jump on once you started talking about Nick's Kicks and Comics, his Whatnot
auction, yeah.
last night. Yeah, I mean, really, his selection of books is incredible, anyways. So, if you haven't checked out his IG channel, he's doing sales on there as well.
Right.
And his prices on there way below
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable deal.
He was on for 2.5 hours and he still had like 50 listed. He had, I guess you have to pre-list everything so it's easy. But see, he had probably like 50 books that he didn't even get to last night.
I actually had to jump on, I think it was like 5 or 6 times because I didn't have a chat, and whatever it was showing me was like whatever the last auction was. I'll be honest, it was the first time I was on there and it was pretty confusing. So I'm glad that I at least went to it to kind of get my entry into it, but I need to do some more research before I could actually, start buying stuff.
Yeah. And you have to register. Like what you need to do if you haven't ever registered, just go get on any auction whatsoever and attempt to buy something, and it won't let you buy it. It'll take you, because that's how I figured out how to register.
Right, yeah, you got to enter in your payment information, your address, and everything, because I did that last night.
Yeah, you put your card information and everything into the app, and then after that, you don't have to do anything. You just bid on stuff, and it just automatically handles everything, the shipping, the payment. So after you get set up, like it's super friendly, but the app itself seems really choppy to me. Like sometimes when you log on, like you mentioned, like the chat might not be there, or just be a black screen, or you don't have sound. Or
that's exactly what happened. He was like, he said that like he's talking to the chat. I didn't see a chat, and it said there was 0 people in there, and I was like, well, obviously that's not true. And then it would like tell me whoever won the last book, but I had no idea how any of it was working. So then I logged off and got back on a couple times. And then finally I had a chat and I could see it, there was like 30 people in there, and I was like, oh shoot. So yeah, there was definitely something that was a little glitchy about it.
Yeah. And he did have a good crowd in there pretty much the whole time. I think he like averaged right at 30 people for the entirety of it.
Yeah, that looked like it was, between like 25 and 30. I didn't have any problems with the chat, but I don't know if it was on my end internet or his end. There was a couple times where it was like laggy and I couldn't see, like the auction ended and then a new one started and I never even saw it because it froze up on me a few times. Yeah. So, but yeah, definitely looked like he did. Definitely looked like he did pretty well. And like I said, it looks like a very good platform to be able to really move some books. And he, like I said, he just had endless amount of books last night. So.
Yeah, he always does. I mean, I joke about the incredible deals because he does, but yeah, Nick's. I mean, if you're looking for something, he legit is a good guy to go to because he's got a wide range that's available.
Yeah, I mean, he had a lot of ratio covers and variant covers. I mean, he had a ton of stuff. So yeah, it was definitely cool to be able to watch somebody that for the first time going through Whatnot. So yeah, it was pretty good. So what's everybody up to this weekend? What big Halloween plans for anybody?
Oh shoot, is Halloween today?
We gotta get some candy, man. Tomorrow, but
it's my mom's birthday. I have a wedding and 2 kids on Halloween weekend. So
Oh wow.
it's now or never to see Ty Locks. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Here for Ty Locks.
Hey, so I'm gonna be on Spine Ticks tonight, and I'm being officially inducted into the Order of the Beanbag. I got a mask and everything.
Nice.
What, you have to eat a fetus or something? What do they make you do?
Do what?
What do they make you do for that?
I have to do a pledge, and I got a pledge video that I sent to Sith. He's gonna play it during the show, and that's pretty much it. And just have to be there.
I didn't realize it was that.
You get a robe or anything?
Over at Spine Ticks.
I'll pay, yeah, like I found a few videos where people were like inducted in, and I was like, well, if y'all gonna bring me in as like a full-time thing, then yeah, I'm definitely doing a video. Like, I'm not missing out on that fun. So I made like a small little video and sent it to Sith.
I hope you wore like a toga and like really leaned into it and had some fun with it.
No, I did my best Cobra Commander impersonation. And I got a mask that's pretty freaking creepy. I already put up a video on my channel. It's like a little 30-second video reminding everybody that my 100 subscriber contest deadline is tomorrow. So after
I still
Halloween,
haven't made a video for that.
I was about to say after Halloween, next weekend I'll do the drawing. I'll do it like on Saturday, like before Spine Ticks.
Forgot what was the video again? The topic of the video?
It's 5 questions.
Okay.
Oh, God. And I had them wrote down somewhere, and I do not remember where I wrote. I think they're right here. Oh my God, I have this, I believe. But nope, I don't have it. The 5 questions were: what's your favorite rogue gallery? What's a character that you do not like or hate? What is your favorite C or D list character? Like, I picked like Nova.
Is it because of his name?
No, I just like, I don't know. I like everything, like the outfit, the powers, it's cosmic. I really don't like a whole lot of cosmic stuff. I mean, I like Silver Surfer. He's all right, but I'll never
I don't like Nova's real name.
What, Richard Rider? Or Sam Alexander? Which one?
The Dick Rider one.
Like, I'm telling you, man, they used to have fun when Ray wrote comics back in the day.
I don't think they
Like,
thought
they
him
were
all the
like,
way through.
and when somebody's just like, Richard Rider, and everybody's like, no, you didn't. No, we can't.
I think just time is not very sensitive to some things.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dick Tracy, even like that was such a common name. Now no one names people Dick just because of how slang is picked up on it.
There's an issue of
Dick Rider.
Avengers. Is it Avengers? There's an old Avengers issue. I mean, old, where Captain America is talking to Iron Man, and he says something about, maybe you need some solid dick or something like that.
Dick. Yeah, tell it
Then,
straight.
Yeah, meant like me talking to you, like, giving you a talking to. Like
Nowadays, Captain America would be like, "Let me get 100 with you."
Yeah, or something like that. It's just like, look, we got to have a conversation. Get over here. But instead, they used that turn of phrase apparently back in the '60s, and I'm glad we don't use that anymore.
When people read that, they were probably like, "Oh,
yeah,
the
It's like
dick."
the '60s version of, pick up your face. Your face is on the floor. Pick up your face. But yeah.
They get all hyped up over that.
Like 5 people behind Cap just jumping over his shoulder. Oh,
I'm seeing the little video meme in my head right now. Oh, I'm seeing it in my head right now. All the rest of the Avengers behind him.
But Spine
and
Ticks
that's
is a
pretty much,
commitment,
that's
man.
pretty much all I've got going on. I'm doing my little type of comic collector parody videos, which are satire, which some people do not get that they are satire, which is my
I
favorite
love
part.
satire stuff. It really
Oh my
shakes
God.
people up.
So yeah, that's got that going on. I do that about once a week, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, but Spine Ticks is a commitment. You're for East Coast. You're going to be up to what 3, 4 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. No, it's later than that. Like,
Yeah, they go to like football
most of the
kickoff.
time here,
on
the
Sundays,
show
don't they?
ends at about 6:30.
Did you have to turn in your 2 weeks notice with your job in order to pledge to Spine Ticks?
No, I can do both, which is it's a great thing.
That is the video. That's the video.
One
It's
of them
mad.
pays me and the other one doesn't. So I'm really glad that I can do both.
Just call him his boss.
It's over.
With all the books I read, like not as a requirement, just because like I like reading books and like I can do that.
Yeah, I think
it's kind of
Skype's
ridiculous.
is like the only channel that gives you homework, right? If you want to be on their show.
Man, yeah, I've got to watch the Turn Tips video today before the show tonight. So, the Hallmark movie was interesting. That segment's going to be fun because they figured out right before they were about to watch it that it's not a Hallmark movie, but it's close. It's a made for TV, family feel good, murder mystery. Great.
So I just wanted to mention too that today marks the 2 weeks left to vote for nomination or finalist for the Comic Book Community Award. So everything closes November 13th. So we're right at the 2 week mark. So I'm pretty sure that everybody in the chat and on the show right now has already voted. But if you haven't, please vote and help spread the word. Live show the finalists will be winners will be announced December 4th. It's a Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do a live stream, hopefully with some special guests or some special videos mixed in.
I was going to say, if you have any creative ideas, be sure to reach out to Brian on IG.
That's right. I've got some stuff, and but trying to make sure I represent all corners of the community in the show, because I just don't want it to be the winners being announced. I want to have some stuff in between. So.
Have you talked to Freaky Louie?
I have.
Okay. I feel like that's just the go-to.
Yes.
Have you talked to Whack?
Me and him just found each other's
Whack
channels.
and Freaky were tops on the list. Yeah.
Promiscuous Time Traveler.
I have not. I have to speak to him about something.
Kyle would be like those
would be
my
one of the rap
go-to for creative snippets.
Yeah. I'm trying to get one of the rap battle contestants to come on to do a song for us or a rap for us.
Dude, did y'all hear Joe last night? I know you did.
I did, yeah.
Joe got spiritual with it.
Well, that was my comment when he came on. I was like, Joe raps? I didn't know he rapped.
Joe was pretty slick about it too, because I think he might have posted it on Instagram, but I know for like our chat about the rap battle, he kept giving us little snippets about how he was like learning how to rap on YouTube, and he had like videos of him watching YouTube videos on how to make a rap and everything. So it was a pretty good lead in. He definitely did pretty good at
I didn't see that.
Well, in all sincerity, I don't picture Joe like doing rap battles before this. I think he legit probably is just good at researching to studying. We know he's good at going online and learning how to do stuff.
Well, it was funny.
You know what though? Tyler was the same thing. Everybody was like, Tyler was the exact same thing. They were like,
a dress and a
he's
wig.
just gonna be goofy, and he showed up in the dress, and I was like, all right, that's what I expected. But sure enough, he can definitely write some bars.
Well, what was great with Joe too was like he put the glasses on, he got his papers, his notes out, and it was all fake. He had memorized the whole thing, and he was good, Yeah, that was definitely a
I really love that that some of the guys weren't there before the show to see that, because we actually got to see that reaction, the live reaction of that, because a couple of us, he had told us that he's like, I'm going to put on my readers and I've got these papers here, and so we knew what was going on, but the other guys, some of them didn't know, and so that's why when they were shocked, I was like, wow, I actually get to see somebody's reaction to what he's doing here. It was like the performance aspect is what was really cool. So
no, he definitely nailed that. Yeah, because I thought when I was watching it, I'm like, oh, he's actually reading, but he's actually doing pretty well if he's reading and rapping. It flowed well, and then he threw the papers up and that was great. Yeah, there was so many. I'm struggling, which I'm sure you guys are too, is like finding the time to watch everything. I missed so many live streams this week. I just had a busy week at work and stuff, and I can't keep up with I can't keep up with everything.
Yeah, it's finally getting to the point where I'm like seeing videos show up like 2 weeks after somebody's posted them, and I was like, I missed that. When did I miss that?
Yeah.
So,
well, and I think, the live stream is so easy to do, right? You can just, if something breaks, news or whatever, you get something in the mail, you can pop on and do the live stream. But there's only so many hours in the day that you can, and certainly when running our own channel, right, we're producing, content and things like that. So it's like, it's tough to, keep up with everything.
Yeah, I think I think when you have even if it's just one like steady, almost like a show, you know what I mean? Like that's where it's kind of like at least you can concentrate on that, and then you can catch the other stuff on the rewind, if you need to.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're gonna do an all day live stream, like.
Or sometimes what I'll do, I've started having fun with YouTube and channels and stuff. What I'll do is like, okay, Comics Kings, he does all the interviews with creators and stuff like that. All right, so I've completely just not watched his channel, just skipped him in my feed, right? But then, like, if I have free time for, like, say, a few hours or something like that, I'll just go to his channel and I'll start binge watching his interviews. I'll do it in like a playlist, and I'll just hit play on the thing, and I'll watch them, clean the house up, do whatever I have to do, comment on them after each one, ends and stuff like that, and then just do it like a marathon thing. And I do that with some channels because it can be fun. It's like some channels are great as floppies and some are great as straight paperbacks. You just have,
Some I hear and I see in the chat a lot for certain either shows or live streams where somebody's listening to it as well. Like they're either driving into work, or I know Burke's been mowing his lawn before and he'll have us in the headphones. Like certain people will chime in and they'll be like, hey, not watching, but I'm listening to you guys. I'm headed out of town or something like that. And so that's kind of cool too, because it's like that they're still watching, I guess, or they're still there.
Right. Well, I've been doing that with some of the interview shows, like Jimmy the Don's, 10 questions. I can I'm doing stuff around the house. I can throw it on the iPad or my phone and be listening to it, because it's not so much a visual thing where if somebody's doing an unboxing, you want to see the covers of the books. The
like
interviews you can just listen to. So
he like clockwork. He releases that, I think, like minutes before I'm on my way to work. And so like I'll always put that on and I'll listen to it in the car on the way in. And because I know that's like I'll at least get a 20-minute jump on what it is anyways, and I can't miss it. But you're right. That's definitely a good one where it's usually not showing anything, so you don't have to see what they're doing, but you want to hear the content. So yeah, that's perfect example.
Yeah. I got about halfway through Austin's interview, which was really good. So I got to finish that up. No, I don't watch you on mute. Not the NFT, not the NFT content. that I find really interesting.
You made any nice NFT purchases lately?
I have not. There was a couple of Marvel drops, I think, this week that I just was busy during the day that I forgot to actually jump in and try to get the books. But they were, I think it was the first appearance. I forget which book it was. I think it was like Fantastic Four 21. I think it was like the first appearance of Marvel Zombies.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget. I think there were two this week, but I missed them. And I mean, they sell out within seconds now. So.
Oh yeah. I always just buy on the aftermarket and just try to get it cheap. But like I said, I'm just buying books to sit on to see what they do. The next one I'm gonna get is ASM 1. I'm buying like those big issues that I can't afford in real life, and then I get to read them that way. And then one day, if they're worth way more than what I bought them for, I'll just.
Yeah, I mean, my strategy's been just try to buy them at cover and then just sit on them. It's it's a $6.99 investment and see where they go. I mean, it's the cost of a book at the LCS, so I think it's worth just seeing what happens with it.
Yeah, I just do it every once in a while. I just buy one every once in a while, like maybe once a month or something like that, and just sit on it.
Yeah, that's been my strategy. I know Sleeping's doing a lot more. He's keeping track. He's got a spreadsheet going. He's tracking the market to see how things fluctuate. So he's really putting the research in on his side. And I got my free DC NFTs. So I finally got that straightened out.
Nice.
DC just put out the first ever digital mystery box, and nobody even labeled it that way. They missed a great marketing thing. First ever, free DC mystery box, NFT mystery box.
Yeah, I mean, it for some reason I signed up and I never got the voucher code, so I had to contact support, and they were able to resolve it, and then I was able to tweet the first one out and got a second one within like minutes. So,
Oh, coming soon, Marvel. What if?
What do you mean you tweak the first one out?
you just share it. You do. If you
tweet. Oh, I thought you said
yeah.
tweak like. Yeah. Which ones did you get?
I got 2 common. It was I think Wonder Woman and Harley Quinn zombies.
Yeah, I got the Harley and the Superman one, both common. I don't care if they're common, rare, or anything, because I pretty much just looked at them that time, and now I'm done with them. I don't even know. I don't know what I do with them.
Yeah. What you gonna do with them?
And can't put them on my shelf. But it was cool. It was fun.
Yeah, it was. And that's the difference between the DC. The DC is really just a spinning image, but the Marvel is an actual book, physical book, not physical book, but digital book where you can actually read it. They have a VR feature where you can actually place it down on your desk or your counter and actually flip through it as a digital comic. So it's definitely different from the Marvel stuff.
Yeah, this is the one I first got. Was it Journey into Mystery 85? And that's the reason I got it was because I'll never, it'd be probably a while before I get that book in my collection. So I might as well just go ahead and get it digital.
Right. Yeah.
It cost me way less than what it costs in real life.
So couldn't you just already buy a digital version of that?
I could have, but the only thing is with if I would do Marvel Unlimited or whatever, I don't think I could ever like download it. Like this is downloaded to my phone. Like I have it now. Like if my subscription, I don't have to worry about a subscription running out.
You think phones are permanent?
It sounds like somebody needs to make something that you can actually upload it and display it on.
I don't know how old you are, but I remember having videos saved in my old flip phone that I recorded that only I had, and they were saved in that device. And you know where those videos are now, right?
They're on the internet now.
They're gone. They're gone.
Comic Journey's joining us from the car. He's driving. Where are you driving, Comic Journey?
I'm driving. I'm actually going to my son's football game right now.
Oh wow! Yes. A bad weather day for it, but
oh man, yeah, he's gonna be when he gets home.
What are you gonna do? We love our kids.
Thanks for jumping on.
We're willing to catch pneumonia for our kids. That's the whole part of parenthood.
Oh yeah, no, I've been to many of football games, my son's football games in the rain or, bad weather, cold. So no, I know.
That's why I love baseball.
It's just an ugly day today.
They're like, all right, game over.
It's not even the rain. It's like a really ugly day. It's like really muggy and swampy. I feel like I'm in Louisiana rather than New York. It's like weird today.
Be grateful, because if it was just nice and sunny every day, that would get boring.
So,
well, yeah, that would be amazing if it was sunny every day.
I don't know if you guys saw Sleeping's comments. He's saying that there's a 007 movie ticket NFT that's selling for $400K.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, some stuff sells for
That's how much it's sold for.
Or I guess there's a bid for it now. It might be, maybe it's up for auction.
Yeah,
there's a standing offer.
Likely.
$400K.
That sounds like an amazing deal. $400K.
Yeah.
They have released,
I'll tell you guys, if one of you guys go buy that for $400K, I got a bridge over here in Brooklyn. I got no problem selling you.
That's pretty nice.
I've got oceanfront property in Arizona. I can give you a good deal on.
There
sounds like a country song.
That is a country song. It's a George Strait song.
Yeah.
King
Brian,
George, baby.
did you ever tell Mark about how you call it? Can you read those DC NFTs? Because he's been trying to figure out what the story is with those.
No, the DC NFTs were just like it was just like an image. It's not, but it moves. It kind of like how you can buy NFT statues and stuff like that. It was a special NFT that was just free for people who signed up for fandom, and it's just an image of a floppy disk or a jump drive or a hard drive, depending on how rare it was like what kind of object the image was on, and then it'd be like a comic cover on the floppy disk, hard drive, or whatever. And it sits there and spins. So it's like owning just this.
So it wasn't a readable copy.
No, it wasn't a comic book that they were selling. NFTs aren't limited to comic books. They can be anything. Because they all equal nothing, so they can be anything. Like how he said there's a 007 movie ticket. You don't go watch a movie with it. It's just an image of a movie ticket.
Nope. I want to imagine that lets you into every Bond movie
forever,
for the rest of your life.
It should.
If you buy that, it should let you in.
If you're spending $400K on it, you should get some perks.
You are the biggest. You are probably.
It should be a ticket that gets you a free pass into an insane asylum.
I want to meet every surviving Bond actor. I want to go to every movie that's going to be released, and I need to have
you should get to meet all the dead ones first.
If you want to see something crazy. I know he was only in
I
one
want
movie.
every Bond movie to tickle my nuts if I'm gonna pay $400K. I'll tell you that much. What the hell? Come on, $400K. That's nuts.
No, if you want to see something crazy, he was only Bond for one movie, but there's a documentary.
George Lazenby, Casino Royale.
His life story is ridiculously crazy. It is. His life story is like a movie. Like it's like things that it's like the universe lined up for him, and he just like kind of just like bumbled into every job he's ever had.
What's up, you guys?
How's it going?
Hey.
I miss Brian. Oh man, I miss Brian.
Yeah, see,
Brian sacrificed himself.
So
Well, I'm about to hop off here so Brian can hop back on his stream. I got to go get dressed and get ready.
Yeah, I'll jump off. There's no reason why we need to have him hop off here.
Brian, and I should be off getting these kids dressed. Y'all have a good day. I hope y'all have a happy Halloween tomorrow. It was good being on with you guys.
You too. Enjoy your weekend,
Make
guys.
sure you avoid those razors into the apples.
Oh, we lost sleeping. I think he was going to tell us about that NFT.
Here it goes. Here it goes. Actually, I heard a theory that you can take your NFTs and download them onto an SD card and get a window, like a tablet or whatever, and just load the SD card into it and get it to cycle through your NFTs, and then you can hang.
That's what I was saying before. It sounds like somebody needs to
It's like a digital
get something,
frame or something like that.
just a low powered, screen that you can display it on and then put it on the wall.
Yeah, and like you can get it to cycle through what's on the SD card, so it'll show the covers of the NFTs you
Well,
have.
yeah, right. Weren't all the digital picture frames a thing, years ago?
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure it would work that way, right? Because I mean, it cycles through pictures. That's what it does. So if you take your NFTs and put them on an SD card,
There you go.
it should work in theory. I mean, I'm not a technical genius. Hidden, you're like 15. You know everything about technology. Would it work?
Probably, most likely.
There you go. There's your answer.
I mean, it only makes sense. I mean, they're all just images, right? So,
If Hidden Gem says so, it's true.
There's some wise words coming out of the Gen Y kid.
Hidden, did you go through all your? I haven't seen it yet. Did you go through your comic book haul from the Baltimore Comic Con?
yeah, I did. I did a stream on that. I think it was like
That's
Monday or
pretty dope.
Tuesday. Thanks. Yeah. But yeah, I did go through all of those. I showed like some of my favorites on last night's Friday Hangout stream. But yeah, I did the full rundown on the stream I did earlier this week.
Oh yeah, I gotta go check that out. How was the con overall?
It was good. The line, we waited in line for like an hour, but it was definitely worth it.
Jim, say the truth. Say the truth. Tell him how Shooter made you pay for that freaking autograph, that greedy bastard.
There was,
Is that like? I thought everybody charged you something. Like 10,
it
20 bucks.
depends. It depends on the person.
It would just make sense to me if you're getting somebody to sign something, they would charge you something for the signature,
You're
right? Like, I
paying
thought that's the
the
way it worked.
entrance. Why are you
It
paying an
depends.
entrance then?
Well, okay. So everybody really does it different. I got Jim Shooter's autograph on this. On this Secret Wars 8. I also got John Beatty's signature as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Shooter's was $30, which was pretty much a ripoff. Because I was like, oh well, I mean, Jim Shooter's here, and so is John Beatty. I mean, I've already got his signature, so I might as well get Shooters to go with it. And I mean, so $30. I think John Beatty's was like 10. I think.
Yeah, like,
But,
like that.
That's
yeah.
still expensive. $10 for John Beatty. Who the hell's John Beatty? $10. Seriously, he's not Stan Lee.
I pay more than
Well, I
$10
think
for Stan Lee's
stuff
signature.
was free, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, Stan Lee.
They didn't charge you.
Stan Lee is the grandfather of comics, so he could charge whatever he could have charged whatever he wanted, just like Jack Kirby if he is still alive. But the thing is, you're paying entrance. They're not, Shooter is washed up. I love Shooter, but he's not like he's the hot flavor of the month.
Mm-mm.
And not only that, he started off as a little kid in this industry. I know his story. You have a kid like Jeb that goes up to him, starry-eyed. Look, it's Jim Shooter. Oh yeah, hey kid, give me $30. Like, come on, I could see him charging overgrown adult like us that we're like big kids, but he should be nicer to the kids. I don't know. That's my
Yeah,
side.
I think about it.
I think they'd have to assume that somebody's going to possibly sell that, though. I think that's kind of the thought behind that too. I mean, because you pay entry, but you get to meet them. But I mean, I think once you leave with something signed, they're going to assume that the majority of people are just going to try to sell that sign now. So
Yeah.
they're going to say, okay, well, this will increase the book, and I don't know.
And
That's
plus,
It
like,
makes no sense. Like Liefeld charges different rates for different comics to sign.
Well, that's probably how they get a lot of those artists and writers to come to the show, is that I'm sure they pay them some type of fee for them to be there, but then it's probably the deal that they can charge to, for signatures and things like that.
There's another artist there that actually said, you don't have to pay me anything. All you have to do is buy something for my table. I think that's what he told Jem. And he bought a book and he signed it. I'm good with that,
Yeah.
Buy a book and have him sign it. Okay.
Yeah, I guess, if you're bringing your own book in to be signed, that's kind of, yeah.
yeah.
And then what if you bring in more than one?
Yeah.
Like, what if you bring in 5 things? You're like, I want you to sign all these.
Well,
Right.
that's different. But if you're going with one thing to have somebody sign it, come on. That's not, I don't know. Especially to a kid. I could see him, I could see all of them, like, charging adults like us, like, get real, like, grow up. I'm going to charge you. No problem. But when it's kids that go there, I don't know. I don't like that.
I think it also depends, like you said, like, I think it depends on the artist or the person that's coming. Like, if Stan Lee wanted to come to your con, you wouldn't charge Stan Lee for a booth. You would pay Stan Lee to come to your thing because he's going to get a lot of people coming.
Oh, yeah, he's a draw.
But
Absolutely. But that's incorporated.
I think there's some artists and writers and stuff like that who have to pay for the booth. So I also think there's like a gray area on that where it's like, how much is your drawability to bring people to the store?
It's called the cost of doing business.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. If you're nobody and nobody knows you,
Yeah.
you have to spend some money to get people to know you. And charging people for your signature is not going to really get you embraced by people that have no clue who you are.
Yeah, lots of people there. They're doing like the first signature is free, and then after that it's like $5 or $10 or something like that. After that,
that's reasonable. They could charge $50 for every extra signature for like.
If somebody, I mean, I've heard tale of people bringing wheelbarrows full of stuff for one person to sign at one time, and I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's if they're doing that,
You don't need the
that's
whole
what
run signed. Like, okay. Like, I have your life's work right here in this wheelbarrow. Sign every single thing in there.
Completely unwarranted. I mean, that's not right. You can't go with a million. You could do anything you like, but the first one, because you paid for your entrance to come to the place and meet the guy who wants to sign something, great. Every other one, like I said, he could charge $50 for every signature after that if he liked.
I'll tell
And
you.
I wouldn't complain.
I'll tell you what a legend did. I got Neil Adams' signature here on a Batman print. I bought the print. He signed it for free any which way I wanted. That's the way he did it. But the print was like $70, $75. But if I gave him a book too, I think he would charge. I think he only charged it was something like $30 for like 5 items or something like that. He would sign 5 things for like $30. Anything after that, he's gonna have to charge you more because he's just assuming you're gonna try to flip it. Yes. But yeah, that's the way he did it. Like, you buy the print, he signs it for free any which way you want. He shakes your hand, meets you, talks to you. If you've ever met Neil Adams, you can hold a conversation with him for a little while.
Yeah. All right. You buy the print from him, he's signing it for you for free, but you're paying $70 for it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, can a kid go and do that?
No. But like I said, I think his signature for books and stuff like that was way cheaper. It was something small.
For example, Jem, what was your budget? You said it on. You had a budget that you went to the convention with.
Yeah, I brought
$100?
Yeah, I brought $200. Yeah, and I spent 80 of it on signatures, a little bit more than I expected to spend. But I mean, it was.
That's my point. The kid went with a total of $200. He went big-eyed, wide-eyed to the convention. I'm gonna go get all this great, cool stuff, and all of a sudden he wiped out half of his budget just for signatures. That was, I don't know. It's work. It tweaks me the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. Anachronic Comics just said signature for Neil Adams at NYCC was $20, and I got this done 7 years ago or something like that. So it was probably 15 back then for just signing a book. I'm assuming. So the print thing I just kind of did because.
I'd always heard that George Perez charged a lot for a signature.
Well, George Perez is done right now.
I'm just saying, I'd always heard that it was a high dollar signature to get.
I think so too. I think that was I never had him sign anything from me, but I think you're right. Because even from back in the days, I haven't been to conventions since the 90s. But even from back then, I remember whenever Perez would come by, he was one of these expensive type of signatures. I actually remember the days where Stanley only charged $5 per signature.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna say one more thing and then I gotta go after this. But I got Arthur Soydum's signature on I've shown this on so many times. Marvel Zombies 3.
Yeah.
So I got, and the way he did it was, I liked his way of doing it. He said, if you buy one thing from my table, I'll sign whatever you buy along with your book. And I bought, it was an Incredible Hulk 1 homage, but it was like zombies. It was so cool. So I got a signature on that along with my Zombies 3, and that was only $10. So $10 for the book and the 2 signatures, pretty much. And that was a good deal for sure. Yeah.
So was there somebody that you were looking for? What signature would you like? Who are you hoping for?
Oh, I definitely wanted these two on the Secret Wars. That's why I paid so much for Jim Shooter's, because actually Michael Golden was there, and I brought like 3 of his books that I had.
Was Mike Zack there?
I don't know. I don't think so. But and Michael Golden's signatures were like $30 each, and I was like, no way, I'm not doing that for Michael Golden. I'm like, okay, I'll do it for Jim Shooter, but not Michael Golden. I wouldn't even do that for one of the books I brought. But yeah, some were overpriced, but some had reasonable prices. Yeah. Thanks for having me on. I got to go. My dad's going to pick me up pretty soon for the weekend. But have a good Halloween, everyone. Good weekend. See ya.
I
Thanks,
just want to
Andy.
say
Thanks
this,
for
because I
coming
know
in.
Comic Journey is going to go crazy. So that 007 NFT, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
So, because I just want to hear him rant and rave. So what I heard is that the 007 NFT, there's only 7 of them for the movie ticket, you know? And there's this guy who is a prominent NFT collector. He said, I tweeted this, and he said it's a standing offer. If anybody has the 007 NFT, the first one, I will buy it for $400,000 US. Just tweet me and we'll make it happen. And no one has tweeted him, so no one is willing to sell it for $400,000 US.
Wow.
So now
That's
here's
crazy.
where it begins. It's the Wild
And once
West.
again, I say that because I just
It's
want
gonna
to
go.
hear Comic Journey go crazy. That's really all I want.
You think they're just forcing? They're just trying to make this guy go nuts and make him go up on himself?
I don't know. It's just it's insanity, right? But anyways, okay. I just wanted
Come on,
to clarify
400,000.
that because I found it amusing. All right, talk to you guys later.
So he just came on to set you off, Comic Journey.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
would
much
say
it.
$400,000. Listen, I've seen crazy things in my life. I've seen penny stocks that are garbage, that don't have even existing business behind them, fly and go like, you know, $50, $100 a share, $1,000 a share with nothing, no substance. But it's all pump and dump.
Yeah, I didn't even know they had the tickets. I saw that they were doing the James Bond movie posters when the recent movie came out, but I didn't even see the movie tickets.
Oh, I saw on Instagram, Snoop Dogg had it on his Instagram that they were selling NFTs for $1,000 a piece to party with Snoop Dogg. It was a party he was gonna have at LA. You had to pay $1,000 for the NFT to even be able to get in, and that was it was gonna be him and his security and whoever pays to get in.
Oh, wow.
And I can't remember, there was a limit on how many tickets. It was only gonna be like, it's gonna be a party with like 40 people or something small like that. Like it's not even
Right.
people.
Yeah,
So it's basically
that's genius, because now he's setting the table for future NFTs that he drops to be like worth much more. Those 40 people that go to that party, the word of mouth that they're gonna have of what kind of time they had for $1,000, it's gonna blow people's minds, and all of a sudden, you're gonna see people willing to pay $10,000, $20,000 to get one of those NFTs to get to that exclusive party.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
I'm in real estate right now. For me to be, if I was in LA where Snoop Dogg is, and I could get an NFT to be in a room with Snoop Dogg and any other people that I possibly could do some serious business with, $1,000 is dropping a dime for me to pay to do something like that.
Well, then you could have Snoop Dogg sign all your comics for you too.
That's exactly it. You could put like a little Snoopy on my comic.
You know what? That would be a good question. I'd love to ask him. Who is your favorite comic book character? I'd love to hear Snoop Dogg's answer, and I would totally bring books for him to sign.
I'm sure he has one.
Books.
I guarantee you, some character with a bog or something like that.
It'd probably be Spider-Man. I bet you money. Knowing his age, how old he is, it's either Spider-Man or Superman. That's the two. He was born in like what, the 70s, 60s, late 60s, early 70s.
It might, maybe. You know what? That Wu-Tang Clan. You know those guys, the Wu-Tang Clan. They're all into like a lot of different characters. Iron Man, Ghost Rider.
They love comics.
Yeah, they're really into it. They actually made their own comic.
Yeah.
That's how into it they got. I don't know what happened to that comic.
They put out their own video games too. Anything that they're into, they do. Video games, comics.
Yeah,
Man, I'm going to jump off, fellas. It was good hanging out with everybody.
Remy, you're not gonna kill something with a chainsaw today?
Good weekend.
What's that?
No chainsaw action today?
No, not today. Brian, you know what, Brian? Maybe I'll have some footage for you. In that. I'll have a special unboxing for you or something.
Okay, I would like that.
All right, y'all take it easy.
All right, take care. So, Comic, what did you do? You pulled over for a couple minutes just to chat with us. Now you're back on the road to the game.
Now I had to get a cup of coffee.
Oh, okay.
I stopped at Starbucks, and I did mobile order, and I had to stop, get a cup of coffee, and came back in.
Oh, I didn't even know you left the
that's
car.
Yeah, that's how slick I am. You didn't even notice. I ran in and out fast.
That's great. Well, we're just watching your windshield, so.
No,
That's right.
no puffy Disney clouds.
I was just gonna say that. No puffy Disney clouds today in New York.
Nothing. Look how miserable the sky is today.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain all day. It's supposed to be an ugly day.
It's just
tomorrow's supposed to be nice. So.
Hopefully tomorrow it's nice and bright and the kids enjoy it.
Journey, I know you used to. I know you've been reading since back in the day, right? And
yeah.
Brian, when did you start collecting, Brian, or reading?
Rather? Well, it was in the 80s, but then I collected probably for about 10 years, and then I stopped for.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Flash that's coming out right now, this reads and looks so much like a Bronze Age comic, like Bronze Silverish Age comic. The way it's written and the way it's drawn and everything is not even funny. This book, I just got done reading it, and it's been that way for the past few issues. I think it's the writer. It's his like style or something like that. But it's incredible. Y'all need to check that out. Like, go grab if you can find like an issue of Flash that's like current, like the past 3 or 4 issues, like for cheap, just grab one and give it a read.
And that's the ongoing Flash series?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't look at the screen while I'm driving, but that was Flash, regular Flash? How many titles have Flash right now?
Do what?
How many titles does Flash have right now? Only one?
Do what?
How many titles does Flash have?
Oh, just the one.
Yeah.
Just Flash. Yeah, that's it.
Then maybe I will check it out, because I'm sick of all the multiple titles from the same characters.
No, this is just Wally West as Flash, and it's really good. The past few issues have been really, really good. The artwork, DC's using the paper with the actual ink and stuff like that in the actual paper, so it gives you that nostalgic feel while you read it, and then at the same time the way it's written and the way it's drawn.
Well, that was the great thing about collecting back in the 80s was there were only 12 issues a year. There were not a lot of crossovers. There were no variant covers, right? You could take $5
forgot the annual.
Buy any book you wanted.
Yeah, the annual and the annual.
Yeah, so it's 13 issues a year.
Like you said, like if you wanted to sub, they would do subs for books for whole years. So if you wanted to sub to Spider-Man for 1985, you just buy the whole year up front and then just get them in the mail, or you grab them at the shop. I mean, yeah, that's it. It's just 12 issues and then an annual.
I really, really miss, and I regret back when they used to do the Marvel subscriptions. Remember when you see like, you could get them all for 25% off or 35% off. You can order from the comic itself. I really regret not doing subscriptions through there and getting the entire runs and stuff. I didn't have money to do it back then, but but I wish I could have done that back then instead of like picking and choosing the issues, because I couldn't go to the shops or the newsstand every single month and get the same issues over and again. I only went whenever I had money, and you find what you find.
Yeah, no, it was so much. I used to pick up a lot of books at the 7-Eleven, the convenience store. Just run up there when I could walk to it as a teenager, and with $2 or $3 you could pick up a couple. It was whatever, 50 cents an issue, whatever, 75 cents at the time. So you could buy for $5, you could get a stack of books. Mm-hmm. Can't do that today.
The first time I went into a comic shop, I went in there with my father. Gave me $5. I was in heaven. He gave me $5. I never went into a comic shop ever, and he had a timer on it. He had to get back to work, and he was sitting in the car smoking a cigarette, and he's like, "You got 5 minutes. Get it go." And I go in there. And what do I see? I see quarter bins. And not only do I see quarter bins, I see 10 for $1 bins. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm
comics right there.
I'm buying everything. Torn cover copies, anything I could find. I found Hulk 180, 181. I'm not 180, 180, 182. I got stuff like I never even believed I could see it. But look at the price of freaking gas. Yeah. Come on, man.
Hit the wipers. We can't see it. It's blurred.
You don't want to see it.
$3.39.
There you
It's
go.
like $3 here, and we're all pissed.
No, super. I got the freaking
Thor
super in my car. It's
250.
$3.99.
Look at that big old chunk out of that cover right there.
Oh
That
yeah.
was $1. And it was
Those are the kind of covers that they had, and then they had the in the dollar 10 for a dollar bins. They had the ones from the newsstand. Remember when they would rip off the top piece of the cover?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I was in heaven. So that was that was like me at my like glory. I'd never seen anything like that before. It was like amazing, but you know, getting them every single month wasn't in my cards to be able to get every single issue. Like I would get some great issues, and then because I didn't have the money to go into the next month, I wouldn't get the next issue. And then when I got into my teens and I had, you know, more stupid money that I would make from work, and I wasted my money like crazy, I would just go in and just try to buy all the back issues. And now I starting again. So it's cycles.
All right, so we're getting gas prices around the country here. In LA, it's over $5. $5.10
a gallon. I would be
Yeah.
right. We would be right.
Chicago over $4.
Well, I'm paying like $3.99 right now for premium for you know super.
Right. Yeah.
You got you a fancy car though.
Thank you, Biden. Thank you. Thank you. Stop fracking. Stop doing everything. No, we don't need to use gas. Let's make this political. Let's get Brian.
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Let's get Brian a copyright strike.
Wait, I'll go get the Kool-Aid man. Hold on.
Let's get the Google police to come and hunt Brian down for spewing propaganda.
I want to know how you're pumping gas and still on the live stream. That's what I want to know.
Well, I haven't let it go. I have it sitting on my windshield dash, and that's it.
What are you outside talking through the window? How are you pumping that gas?
No, I didn't go outside yet. Now I'm running outside. Now I'm running outside to go get cigarettes. I'll be back in a second.
You pull this one off.
I'll be back in a second.
Well, see, now he's announcing he's leaving, so we know he's leaving. So
now I'm letting
him. We had no clue. He was like doing other stuff.
I was going to run out and not say a thing, but since Brian called me out on it, I figured I'll tell you what I'm doing right now. I'll be back.
So Kyle asked me what the update was. So the update on I mentioned it earlier, but I mentioned again, Comic Book Community Awards. Today we have 2 weeks left to vote for finalists. Voting closes November 13th. Live show is December 4th, 9 p.m. Eastern. That will announce the winners. So that's kind of the update. Like I said, 2 weeks left. So definitely get your votes in. The live show will be a mix of obviously announcing the winners and some content from the community and myself. So if anybody has any ideas that they want to send me, come up with a video to be included, certainly open to that. So just kind of throwing it out there. I have a few people already kind of lined up. I'm doing a few things on my own, so want to make it in between announcing the winners, we'll have some short videos and hopefully some funny content. So well, we should have started a timer, see how long it took Comic Journey to pump his gas.
I did 339, man. Because I seen it was 317 here yesterday, and I was like, man, I have a small car. I have a car that has small carbon footprint, and I'm still just like,
Yeah, I saw somebody posted something where somebody put a Biden sticker on the gas pump and said, "I did this," and he's pointing at the prices.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you what, man. The best thing that happened with social media is for the memes. Like literally, just do social media for meme pages. And have a good time.
Yeah, if you want to have a good laugh, right? Yeah.
Oh my God, so good.
Yeah, I'm past that point. My kids are older now that they drive, so yeah, sleeping. But I know I was, running from practice and friend's house and picking them up, and yeah, I know that feeling. Well, I'm past it now, but I did live that for years.
What is Tyler doing over there?
He's organizing. That was a pretty quick gas pump. That was we didn't start the stopwatch on you, but
No, I didn't get gas. I just got
it's just cigarettes.
Yeah.
How much are those a pack?
Yeah,
$10,
This is
ain't it?
New York. This is New York. At least I'm on Long Island. I pay a little bit less in the city. I just paid $11.12 for my pack.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I get for having nasty habits.
I'm really glad I quit. I used to be a pack a day, pack and a half, something like that a day habit.
You know, my level of how much I smoke depends on how much stress I have in a day. You know,
I think I just started doing it out of habit, to be honest. Didn't even know.
That's an expensive habit, though, right? What's a carton now? Like what, 120
oh
bucks?
yeah, basically $100 you're paying for a card.
Wow, that's crazy.
You get a little bit of discount.
Here they're only like $5 or $6 a pack.
The problem with me is if I get the full carton, I'm gonna smoke through it in less than a week. You know,
yeah. So buying them pack by pack keeps you.
It keeps me restrained from smoking together.
It'll be like that sometimes. But I'm glad I quit. I do
I have
feel
no
a lot better.
self-control. That's a problem.
I do miss it sometimes, though.
You know what? The best thing to do to quit, the best way to quit is never start. I
never did, so I'm glad.
I do have a ton of friends though who really weird me out because they're people who are like, you know, they might smoke a cigarette every 3 months, and it's usually when we're like out at a venue watching a band play and somebody's hammered drunk, and they're like, "Hey, hand me one." And that's like the only one they'll smoke for like 3 to 6 months, and it was like, "Why even do it?" And it's like, I don't know. I'm like, how do you do that?
Cost effective that way, right? They just bum a smoke from you or somebody else.
I mean, yeah, but I just didn't see how that was possible. I was like, how could you do that? Where you just do it every once in a while and not do it like all the time. Like,
I started way too young. My father used to have a little bakery, cafe, Greek style place down in Astoria, and we sold cigarettes down there too. So in the afternoons after I would get back from school, I would stay there in the afternoon all by myself, helping people, you know, at the register and whatever I needed to do. So people would sit there, have a cup of coffee, have a pastry, have something, and it was open for people to smoke openly in the place. Smoke. And people would leave their packs of cigarettes there. So I'm like, hey, let's see what the Marlboro is all about. Let's see what Kent is all about. Let's see. So I basically went through the entire inventory of every single cigarette you could possibly smoke when I was like 11, 12 years old. By the time I was 12 years old, I was full-blown smoking at that time. I was that stupid kid that would come in, hey, I got cigarettes. You want one? That was me when I was a kid.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's young to start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was full-blown smoking at that time. So, I'm like 6'1" right now, 6'2". I always wondered to myself, if I never started smoking,
you'd have been 6'8". You'd have been a great linebacker in the
well, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I usually try to keep these in an hour. We went over, but yeah, definitely check out the links of the channels. I did the shout outs earlier. Always down below in the description. Comic Book Community Awards link is down there. 2 weeks left to vote, so definitely. I know most of you guys have voted.
Ryan, did you sell out of those mystery boxes?
I did. I sold. Yeah, that was good. Thank you. I sold all 10. So yeah, thanks everyone for that. I know there's a couple videos. Rob, Fat Stacks, and Corey at Comic Pops and More did an unboxing of them, and they were both very happy with them. So I'm glad. I didn't first mystery box I've ever done. I don't want. Yeah, I didn't want bad reviews. So
somebody's gonna have to get the crappy one. I bet you that's gonna be me.
No. I tried to make sure there was. When I pulled all the books to make sure there was good value. And And one of the things I was trying to do was to put like a complete like run of like a series, and maybe like a 3-book or 4-book series in it, because I know in mystery boxes that I've seen, you're just getting random books. So I wanted to kind of put something in. That's what Rob opened up. He got a complete series of Star Wars books, and they actually had really good value. So it was just, I just want to make sure that there's good value.
All I'm gonna say is if I get a complete run of Spencer, Amazing Spider-Man, I'm gonna freak out.
Oh damn! I got to see if I can get that package back then.
I'm gonna freak out. Although there's some really nice covers in that.
Hey, if you really want some, I've got some I'll give you.
You're looking to unload them. So Sleeping asked me if I have enough gifts. I have some comic boxes. I have trophies that I've ordered. I have some original art that I have, but I'm definitely looking for some more books. I know a couple people have said they were going to send me some stuff. They haven't yet. So if anybody's looking to donate, I'm trying to put together, prize pack for each of the winners. I have Cover Price is donating a subscription. My comic shop is giving me a gift certificate for each of the winners. But definitely looking to include some physical books. So if anybody's looking, ALK me some books for the Comic Book Community Awards, I would appreciate that. I'm gonna, I'm picking some up, and I'm gonna probably pull maybe some from the collection I have, but definitely want to include, some things for the winners. So if anybody wants to send me anything, I'm open to that.
Brian, do me a favor. IG me like a good number that I can reach you on.
Okay.
And I'll touch base with you a little later on in the afternoon.
I was about to say, hit me up. I got something I'll run by you and see, because I don't have time frame wise. I can probably throw something.
Okay. Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Like I said, I do have some stuff already put together, but it would be nice to be able to really provide to the winner a nice little package of stuff. So I do have trophy and some art and things like that. But
well, that's the thing. That's the thing that I've been struggling with right now, of what type of prize or what kind of thing that we should be giving the winner, because a lot of these winners have a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I'm not going to go too crazy, but I think having a trophy, because the trophy is something we'll do every year, and so the 2021 trophy, 2022, so that's something they can display, they can have in the background on their channel, things like that. I think that's important. The books my
point is, like, they have a lot of regular type of comics, like good comics, bad comics. They have comics. I'm struggling with the fact, what can we do that's creative that they would like appreciate and actually want to keep.
I'm just saying, next year, best mullet category. I mean, putting it out there.
Yeah, well, we're gonna definitely after this year's we're gonna open up the review for additional categories. I know I'm
trying to get Sith to grow one out too. I'm this close to getting it.
Well, don't forget best hands. Best hands category. I think I got that one knocked down.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Best, not seen on camera category or something. Yeah, we'll definitely have to come up with some additional categories for next year. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for joining. I'm gonna wrap it up. I gotta go rake the rain out front or do something. I don't know.
Squeegee the yard off.
Yeah, right.
All right, enjoy the rest of the day, guys. Be careful. You don't need any razors in those apples, and don't give out candy corns. They suck. And I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right. Well, good luck to your son in his game.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for stopping in.